Hey guys, Blader here, and I am really sorry I've been gone for so long, but I've been having a lot of computer troubles. For the last few days, it wouldn't turn on, not even when I tried to charge it. I had to take it into a repair shop. Took them 2 days to look over it, and then they told me that they couldn't find anything wrong with it, and it was just a whole mess. It ended up turning out that the charger cable was what was wrong with it. Turns out one of my cats had chewed through the cable, and now it wasn't charging my computer. So then it took a couple more days for a brand new charger to ship, because my mom had to buy it online. And then I finally had my computer back, and it took me a couple of days to work on the slideshow to make this video, and here we are. Again, so sorry I've been gone for so long. If I could have made this video sooner, I most certainly would have. But with that out of the way, today's video is the top 10 Beyblade Burst drivers. This video was actually suggested to me, more or less, by someone in the comment section of another video. They suggested top 10 stamina drivers, but I'm just going to do all drivers in general because it's going to be a lot easier. This list alone wasn't that easy to put together. Surprisingly a little bit one of my more difficult ones, and you'll see that heading in a little bit later. Anyway, so as usual, before we start, this video is my opinion and should not be taken as fact. Scratch the only stock combos, original stock combos only part, I forgot to erase that. And if you like this video and others like it, you should check out the playlist on my channel. And while you're there, check out some of the other videos I make. I make AMVs, I have a meme video, I have one unboxing. Yeah. So, that out of the way. Number 10 is unusual because unlike normal entries onto these lists, the number 10 for this list is actually a four-way tie between all four original drivers. Now these were the drivers that were on the four original burst bays that were put out in the very first line, basically as a way of Takara Tomy testing this new product. So yeah, the four original is Fusion, Accel, Defense, and Survive. Fusion, the balance type driver, has good stamina. It's also really unpredictable, being a flat tip with a small spike in the center. And is the same for all of these. Its only flaw is that it's really simple. Like, there's nothing too interesting about it. They just have very simple designs. Accel, the attack type driver, has good attack, average stamina for an attack driver, and again, it's unfortunately very simple. But I wouldn't really expect much from the very first wave. I mean, this was basically a test run to see how people would react to the new system. And if I were them, I wouldn't put too much design detail into it either, because if people don't like it, well, then they just wasted a whole bunch of work. The defense type driver, cleverly named Defense, has good defense, good stamina, and all around okay. And then there's Survive, the stamina type driver. It's got good stamina, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, these are all super simple. But I felt that they all deserved a place on the list, but I couldn't really distinguish between them. They're all very average. So I made it a four-way tie. I promise this is the only instance of this happening on this list. So, next up at number 9 is Press. This driver was originally seen on Kaiser Kobayas Limited Press. It has really good defense, and at its time it was, correct me if I'm wrong, it was the heaviest driver made. So yeah, it's got good defense, and it's heavy. But what I don't understand is those, like, green peg wall spiked things that stick out the side. I don't understand the point of those. They don't reach far enough to the ground, or far enough down to ever touch the ground in a battle. I just don't get the point. Is it just a design detail or what? Anyway, that's what put press at number 9. Number 8 is weight. See what I did there? That was terrible. I'm sorry. Anyway, weight, which, as its name would suggest, is very heavy. It's difficult to see from this picture, but it actually has a metal ball at the bottom. It has really good stamina and good defense. You can tell it's been a long time since I've done this. The only problem is it's used on the Beyblade Zeus, which is a stamina type. But I see weight as being more of a defense driver, because it's a ball tip. I just find that weird. And I also am surprised that it's never been used on a defense combo. Ever. At least that I know of. And I know a lot. So I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's weight. Number 7 is Extreme, the original rubber-tipped attack driver. This driver was originally seen on the original Excalibur Force Extreme. It's a good attack driver. It's very fast. But like most rubber-tipped drivers, or just attack drivers in general, it suffers from a severe lack of stamina. Which is a huge deciding factor in a base part. Does it provide adequate stamina? In Extreme's case, the answer is, unfortunately, no. But it has hailed as one of the better drivers, so my personal opinion seems to differ from professionals. Anyway, I digress. Number 6 is Iron. This driver was first and currently only seen on Sieg Excalibur 1 Iron. So we have another Excalibur driver. It's fast. It actually has pretty good stamina for an attack type tip because the tip is metal. The only thing I found weird, and if you've watched my unboxing you probably know this, is that it's actually really light despite having metal on it. In my unboxing video, I actually weight tested it, and Reboot is heavier than Iron. I don't remember by how much, but you can go back and watch my Sieg Excalibur unboxing to find out. I will warn you, it is not a very good unboxing. But it was my first. I need to get better lighting. That's next on my agenda for this channel, by the way, is getting better lighting to do more live-action videos. Because I still want to start my Bay Tips series, but I can't do that till I have better lighting. Anyway, back to the list. So, in at number 5 is Ultimate Reboot. Jeez, just one attack type driver after the other. Anyway, Ultimate Reboot was originally seen... Well, technically it was originally a Core exclusive, but then it was also remade on Twin Nemesis, which the version you're seeing now is the Twin Nemesis version, I believe. Yeah, because it's transparent. Anyway, so it's good stamina prior to the ultimate, quote-unquote, ultimate god reboot. Because the tip isn't just flat anymore, it's now kind of curved like an old semi-flat from the Metal series. This is upgrade over reboot. Now it's got the rubber and the more curved tip. So it's better stamina in the beginning and more power as it's going out. The only cons are this is really difficult to get. There is only 2 ways to get this. The Core exclusive version, which I'm pretty sure you can't even get anymore. And then there's on Twin Nemesis, which I believe is still pretty expensive. I haven't checked in a while. Anyway, and the, again, quote-unquote ultimate god reboot just kills the stamina. It's the exact same problem that Final Drive back in the Metal series faced. Yes, it gets a lot of power, and will sometimes win on just that alone, but if it doesn't win in the next hit after rebooting, it's going to lose with a spin finish, most likely. But I just tell it like it is. Anyway, moving on, number 4 is Trans. And Trans is really good. This driver was originally seen on Nova Neptune Vertical Trans. The driver has the ability to switch from an attack mode to a stamina mode and vice versa. In the stamina mode, it's got really good stamina, and in the attack mode, it's got really good attack. The only bad thing I could really think about this driver is it's a little bit more difficult to get. There are 4 ways you can get it, I believe. So, Nova Neptune, which is exclusive to a triple booster set. Then there's the Dronzer S, which I don't even remember how you get that. There's Alter Chronos, which is probably the easiest way to get this driver. And then I believe it comes on eBay in a random booster. Which random booster? I have no idea. So yeah, there are a few more ways to get this than there were for Ultimate Reboot, but it's still not easy. Anyway, move on to number 3, which is Revolve. Now here we get into the really good drivers, the drivers that I have a really hard time finding cons of. So Revolve doesn't have very many pros, but just take it from me, it's an all-around good driver. It has really good stamina, great stamina if you will, and it can do a little something called Life After Death, which is basically the bay has stopped moving, it's fallen over, it really isn't spinning anymore, but it's still spinning. It's hard to explain, honestly. Just take it as it's already stopped, but it's still spinning. So confusing. Anyway, and like I said, I really couldn't find anything wrong with this driver. It's an all-around really good driver. Simple as that. Let's move on. At number 2, the runner-up for best driver is Zeta. Zeta originally appeared on Spriggan Requiem. Oh, almost forgot. Revolve originally appeared on Rising Ragnarok Gravity Revolve. Anyway, Zeta originally appeared on Spriggan Requiem 0 Zeta. So it has 3 different modes: attack, defense, and stamina. It has really good attack in the attack mode. Pretty good defense in the defense mode, and I don't really even know what to say about the stamina mode. I see this as an upgraded version of Trans. Because Trans had the 2 modes, attack and stamina. This has 3 modes, attack, stamina, and defense. So if you think about it, it really is an upgraded Trans. The only bad thing about it is that the stamina mode, they used fusion for the tip of the stamina mode, which I guess makes sense in the anime because then he can still use counter break, but it really seems more like a balance mode than a stamina mode to me and most people, at least. And finally, at number 1, I'm sure most of you have already seen this coming because it is widely regarded as one of the best drivers, if not the best, to have ever been made. Number 1 is Atomic. Any of you who guessed that can go ahead and give yourselves a pat on the back. No, it was obvious that it was Atomic. Atomic is the best driver. It's got great stamina, great defense, it has a free spinning ball, which with Orbit wasn't very impressive, but Atomic, the ball is bigger. Plus, it has a free spinning ring around the ball. And it's used in what's known as the ultimate combo, which is the Drain Fafnir layer, the polished disc, which is really difficult to obtain because it was only ever put on Psychic Phantom. Polish Weight, I believe, is the combo, which came in one of those triple booster sets. And anyway, then it uses the Atomic driver. And basically, it's supposed to be able to spin steel without even originally moving. Though I have seen some combos that use down or vertical as the disc instead of polished, since they kind of work the same way. But nothing beats the original Drain Fafnir polish Atomic. As for the cons, I legit could not find anything wrong with this driver. It is amazing. Anyway, I forgot to mention that this driver was originally made on Tornado Wyvern 4 Glaive Atomic, but was also made on Arc Bahamut 2 Bump Atomic, which, interesting fact, is the first left spin defense type in Beyblade Burst history, and is featured on the left side of the background here. My personal favorite my personal favorite Beyblade Burst Bay. Anyway, that's going to do it for my list. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and comment what you thought of the video. If you have any suggestions for future videos, you are welcome to put them in the comment section below. I always read my comments. And again, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.